Hi there and welcome to my channel. Today's project is for Citrus Toys Kit and it's a little different than the usual process videos. As you can see, I'm starting to set up for December. And I don't do a December daily album, I document stories, and there's quite a bit of stories in our December. When Trina, the owner of Citrus Twist Kits, showed us the kits, I think a lot of us decided to purchase a few of them, and I was one of them. I bought quite a few of the mini kits, and she generously, also sent the main kit and the stamps so I can work and show you some of the ideas of how I document my December. And my form of documenting are traveler's notebooks, and I'll be creating what I call a very embellished visual journal for the month of December, something that I can look back and, it will have all the stories of December. They might not be in chronological order, some of them will be, but it will tell the story of December. And as you can see, this year, the kits that she has put together, they're not called December Daily, they're called December Stories, which I think is very fitting for the way of documenting that I create. And it's full of Pinkfresh Studios pieces from the December Days collection, also from Crepe Papers Falala, and also I think it's My Mind's Eye, or What Fun, and a few pieces from Coco, Snow and Coco from Crepe Paper. And you know what? They all work together because there's the similar colors and similar motifs in all the collections. But let me just show you a little bit of what I'm doing for mine. I am using two inserts for my TN this year. And the first one comes from Prima Marketing. And all I'm doing is creating the covers for them. And for that, I'm using some of the frames from the Snow Coco collection that are in mini kit 2, I believe. And also, and I like the idea, there's a lot of stars in the patterns and in the motifs in all the collections. So I thought, you know what, to marry them all together, I'm going to use them in the cover of my TN. So I pulled this little piece of ephemera that says Time for Magic from the Pinkfresh ephemera pack and added one of the paper clips from the Falala collection. And that's all it took to complete my cover. Then I used the stamp, and there's a sentiment that says Hello December, and I thought that was great. And at the same time, I used the star that was included in the stamp just to add a few more little details along the page, and that's it. That's all it took to create my cover. It's simple, but it actually pops in the black paper from the cover of the TN. And now I wanted to create also the first pages of my TN ahead of time. And I don't do, a lot of people set up ahead of time. I don't. I like to create daily or whenever I set. Depends on the mood and what I feel like, what pops in my desk. If I have a pre-made page, I find it really hard for me. It's not inspiring. So I like to go, I don't like to work ahead. And you're going to see right now that I decided at the same time that I created the covers, I also created the first pages of my TNs. And I like to put little sentiments about what the book is about. So for this one, since it was a pre-made insert, it was a little, not harder, but it was I wanted to make something different. Usually I put a piece of vellum in my TNs. So for this one, I decided that I would follow the same idea in a little bit different way. So I chose first to cut a piece of vellum to fit the page of the TN, and then I'm using another piece of vellum just to create a little pocket where I can put this big tag that came in the Oh What Fun ephemera pack. And I created this little pocket, very simple, super fast, and all I did is just folded the vellum so that it encased the tag, and then actually use my roll of double-sided tape to cut the little round shape at the front of it, and then just took it to the sewing machine and stitched the edges just to give a little bit of texture and to secure the pocket. After that, I just glued it together and then proceeded to just put my tag inside and put it aside for a little bit. Now the piece of vellum that I had cut to the size of the TN, and I'm gonna show you right now. I don't know if you saw it when I was cutting it. For this one, I wanted to bring the motif of the star that I used in the cover, and I'm gonna use it along the way. And I pulled some gold ink and I just started stamping the vellum away. Now, if you're gonna do this, try to use archival ink or StazOn ink. The one that I have for some reason stayed wet for a long time in this vellum, and I smudged a little bit of the ink. You see it on the edges. That's all you see. Thank God it didn't was in the middle. But you know what? It's okay. I can live with it. And as you can see, all it took is I glued the little envelope to the front of it. And I'm actually using a little sentiment from the chipboard stickers from Pinkfresh. And all I did is take out a few layers of the chipboard so that it won't be bulky. And that's all it took for my cover. Eventually, I will add some writing to it. I wasn't in the mood to write anything. I don't know what I'm going to put in it yet, but it's going to go there. Don't worry. But I'm showing the close-ups, and that's all it takes. That's all I did to it. And once I started working on it, I'll show you some pictures along the way of what I'm doing. Now for my second TN, and this one is an insert that I created at home, and there's a lot of videos on the internet of how you create inserts. I went a little bit different. I saw this idea of a tree made out of stars, and I thought, you know what, I wanted to create something similar, but I wanted to use the sentiments in this stamp. And there is a lot of sentiments in this stamp. It is actually, if you can buy anything from Citrus Twist Kids and you can afford it, purchase the stamp. It's not just a December stamp, it's actually a Christmas stamp, and it can actually work for a winter stamp. There's so many sentiments that can be used for so many different things. And as you can see, I used the sentiments to create the shape a triangle. I was thinking of a Christmas tree. And once I was happy, and it might not make sense what it says. It just says something like peace, I believe, family fun, pure fun, magic. It's just words that you're going to see along the way in the TN. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to emboss it in my cover and be the cover of my TN. And it worked. It actually worked, and it looks really nice. Once I was actually very impressed, and I liked it. And I just then layered that vellum between the cover and the pages of the insert for my TN. And now I'm going to show you what I did for the cover of this TN. And for that, I pulled the ephemera pack from the Oh What Fun collection, and I found this wreath, and I thought the colors will work great. And then I pulled Mini Kit 2, I believe. It's the December Days wood veneers. And I thought the word December is just what this book is all about. It's not Christmas, it's December. So you know what, the gold would actually work. There's a lot of gold throughout the collection. I love putting gold in the pieces, so it worked perfect. And then just a little sticker from the December Days word stickers that are also included in the main kit, and then just a puffy sticker. For this answer, I decided to type my cover page, my first page, I can say. And it just talks about what my wishes are for December and for this book. Once I print it on the computer, I just layer a piece of the Falala collection paper. It's one of the ones you can get with the main kit, but I believe it's sold out already in the Citrus Twits website. Double check, but it's actually, I believe it's sold out. And then I just use one of the paper from my stash. I have a paper from December Days, and I just cut it to fit the TN. And then just layer the piece, added one of the word sentiments, and the puffy sticker is so cute. There's two little birds kissing and a heart, and I thought it worked great for this idea of this booklet. And that's it. Simple. I love simple when it comes to my TN. And you can see the cover right now. You can see the insert. Try the tree. It was so easy to create, and it works great. And I hope you like it. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. I'll be back along the way to show you a little bit more of what I'm working on. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you had a great day. Bye-bye.